Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Oh wait, Captain's log star date. Um 829201911.5 Starship Enterprise A's log. That's what I forgot to do. And to raise the chair up a bit. There we go. So, hello everyone, welcome. So I got couple things to say. Last night I was tired. Literally, I went to bed early last night. Usually I don't, but I was having some problems. We won't go into much of the details. It was a problem, a little miscombativeness, was kind of grumpy and really pissy, And it's like, oh, well, the internet's being, it was basically like, I'm testing the internet out for downloading my updates, right? And so it wouldn't finish downloading the updates I needed for some of the games. So I got to go back to BattleNet and finish it up. So because they're just too damn big. But I went to sleep so I can get a full night's rest. And when I got up this morning, I checked and most everything on BattleNet was done except for a few other things. So to me, I was like, cool. Unfortunately, that's an interesting concept. Definitely interesting. Definitely interesting. Yeah, right. Yeah. You want some hamburger, Ray? Tonight's dinner is probably going to be baked beans, chili. We're running really low on supplies, and I just realized checking my deposit that my deposit goes in. I get two deposits, SSI and Social Security. And so my survivors is going in on the 3rd of August or the 3rd of September, which means we just wait 4 more days. Well, I've been kind of antsy to get the finances so I can go shopping for food because, as you all know, we're running low. Now, one of the things that everyone knows me for is kind of complaining about the situation, like I was just someone who's, yeah, well, like basically I was talking to someone about how my mayonnaise was left out. Now, my mayonnaise, my father-in-law, as I call him, Poppy, Aaron's dad, he basically turned around and he said that a couple things. One was he said that my uh, my devotion to Annie should be first, But he said when it comes to money, as soon as you get to payday, go and get groceries, because the funds are gonna be there now. I love Annie very much, and I talked to him about Annie, and it was like I need to get Annie back on board with me. So that's one of the things I was thinking about doing is working on getting Annie back, and I love Annie dearly. Now, I do care for Chloe as a person, but Chloe needs to realize that I can't do just everything either. And to me, I'm not happy. Literally, I am not happy. And you know, I have my robe right here, so I think my scrunchie is in my pocket. Yeah, I'm brushing my hair while talking to you guys. So a couple things I'm kind of cranky about this morning, and it's just a light vent. Was I'm tired of going without supplies and going without stuff, literally, and I'm tired of I feel like my home's not my home. I feel like I'm just as I was telling Poppy, I feel like I'm more of a slave or a maid to someone else than my own boss, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just how I feel. I mean, literally, I feel like I can't do anything, you know, and so with me, I had the internet brought in so I could not, I could use the internet to my liking and to do what I want, like check in with family. I mean, my family relies on me to check in with them, Dinky and Corey. And so to me, I feel that it's a sad time, when I can't check in with them and I have to go to the library. And to me, I am a hermit, so one of the things I was going to talk to Dinky about was to talk about changing my date and going down earlier, because the glasses thing is in limbo. Okay, literally, let's just talk about the glasses thing for a minute. The glasses thing is in freaking limbo, literally limbo. So basically, the glasses thing is in freaking limbo. Okay, literally. So basically, what it means is it's in limbo. So basically, Dinky was talking about helping me get glasses down in Oregon, which I appreciate. I really do, sis. But the point is my caseworker's just like, oh, do you want me to call and set up a new appointment? Yeah, the appointment's about 2 months, 3 months out. And I'm not waiting 3 months basically because I'm already getting bitched about how I can't see, and I'm called names at times, and et cetera, et cetera. And to me, I am not in a good way, And people say, well, what are you trying to accomplish, And me, I'm trying to accomplish a sense of peace, and I'm not getting peace. I mean, recently I was playing a video game, and I asked Chloe, yesterday, what are you doing? She had like 50 browsers open. She was like, oh, it's like, I was just asking what you're doing. You don't have to close your laptop lid. Whenever I'm doing something, I don't close out my browsers. The only thing I do is either she knows I'm messaging someone, then she gets mad if it's a Dinky or someone else. But otherwise, it's like, yeah, it's my family, and yet, you know, I hear on a daily basis how I'm catering to my family and catering to her ex roommate, and it's like I'm not catering to anyone, In my opinion, this is where it's getting to the point it's driving me completely and thoroughly bonkers. I mean, literally, to me, I want to live in peace. There. And to live in peace, I want not someone to turn around and basically turn around and tell me outright that that I'm secretly supporting people, So, anyways, so I mean, I'm not gonna complain much, It's on that aspect. So one of the other things is I finished up writing some letters out. I got some extra stamps. I can send out another letter, but I'm taking a couple days off of letter writing because for once, I just want to relax, but I also got to prepare for my monthly spreadsheets coming up. Now that I got it at home, I can actually do the entire load instead of just partial because my body is needs breaks. So I'm going to be basically taking my time and doing my goals, and stuff. And another thing that upsets me is uh I'm getting at a point in my life where I do not like catering. Now to my family, Dinky, Corey, I love catering to them. They're my family. Same with Teddy and close friends. But I don't like catering to people around here. Literally, one lady basically attacked me. I said, "Are you done?" And a verbal attack. I went on my way. I haven't talked to her since. I don't give a shit. Chloe, it's with her hitting her head, making death threats towards herself and others. It's to me, it's like it's not doing any good. Yet I'm waiting for answers um, on other issues, and those other issues are you know uh, those other issues is what gets me. I mean, literally this morning, and I'm not going to vent. I'm not going to complain. One of the things I'm not going to do is complain. But like this morning, for example, I felt like everything was revolving around Chloe, and to me, I'm just a puppet or a pawn. That kind of feels down in the dumps on the reasons for it because I feel like I'm a puppet and a pawn. I mean, um, here's how I feel. All right, I'm going to be blatantly honest. She turns around and she says something about uh is that what is this? He's touching. Oh, Yeah, okay. So she turns around and she basically throws a fit, right? And to me, I'm like, do you really? Is this logical? So to me, I'm throw on little things like the computer. Like I said, she wanted to kill herself. It's like, why? It's the internet. The thing is, we had to get this place tidied up for the guy. He came out, he was in the kitchen, he installed it in the kitchen. It was the easiest access point. He didn't want to run a cable this way, this way, this way, this way, spending 3 hours installing it. So he went straight through the wall with the manager's orders. So they ordered it in the kitchen. So everyone's devices is set up in the kitchen, which is fine. And then he gave me some cable to cover my my desktop, so it can hook up directly to the router through across the floor, so I can actually use it um, for my gaming. So that was really cool. And then you know and so basically, one of the things is I'm not complaining or anything. It's just, with me, I'm just fed up with, as I was talking to Poppy last night, I'm fed up with the fact that, I'm being treated like garbage. Literally. I mean, the only thing I'm thinking about right now in my head, besides video games and a new computer, is Annie. I mean, every day I message Annie and I check in with her, and I worry about Annie, but eventually I'm going to have to give up on Annie because there's other people out there, and to me, I feel like it's becoming a lost cause. I mean, literally, it's a lost cause. So to me, I am um, not a happy camper. You know So, but that's my opinion, I'm just saying my opinion, but I'm also upset, that I had to deal with, everything going on, and, you know, um, I'm speaking from my heart because, I, um, I don't like going hungry, and I'm always worried about, that. And every time I turn around, it's the baked beans. Like last night, I was watching YouTube videos and I was having baked beans, for dinner. And to me, it's like baked beans is getting to the point where it's food, but it's not the food that I want. So to me, it's not good. It's not good at all. And so to me, I thought I would share that as as a woman, that says, baked beans, eat every day. It reminds me of the movie, the original Red Dawn, where it's like a crow would give a handful of these beans that you're eating every day. To me, it's food, but it's I mean, I can rotate and eat green beans, for dinner, but I know my family's kind of concerned because they're every time I turn around, and one of the things is why I'm speaking my mind is as I said to Saint Jose, and Dinky knows this, that I feel like I'm being punished, but I feel like it's a learning experience. So it's in wood. Don't use MoneyGram money orders. To me, they're useless. So, but that's a learning experience for me to others. I bet Saint Jose's used MoneyGram money orders all his life, so to him that pays the bills and everything, so he's fine. But when it comes to me, in general, um, postal money orders are the best. I'm not saying to go ahead and do it, or cash, but my point is, it's a learning experience. So to me, I'm kind of content. I mean, literally, I'm content. I mean, tomorrow's Friday, okay? Friday is the 31st of the month, or no, the 30th, which means it's my sister's birthday. But we only have 4 days to payday. 4 days, okay? Monday night. I mean, literally, we can make it last Monday night. I was telling Saint Jose, that if he wants to send again, go ahead. It's not my business. I don't beg and I don't ask. I mean, literally, he knows, that I'm struggling, but that's because of other issues. Now, the other problem is I'm doing everything I can, and I have uh, other issues on par, but that's uh, issues, and one of the things is I would like to probably go down to Portland early, and take some time to myself. We're gonna have the internet at home anyways, might as well just utilize it. So to me, what's the point of actually going ahead, and getting it, getting that done. I mean, if I left, okay, here's what people are telling me, okay, if I go to Portland, they're like, take the router with you. Well, the router is basically, you can unhook it and take it with you, but I frankly don't want to tote it with me, and so, I mean, I can have them temporarily turn it off while I'm gone, and have them reconnect it when I get back, but there might be a reconnection fee. So, it's like, what's the point, Yeah, so you got to look at those options. To me, it's again, what's the freaking point? So so that's the thing, and so I thought maybe I would figure it out. I mean, literally, I don't like traveling at the end of the month or the middle of the month. So I was hoping, I could change my date because the hearing aid thing ain't gonna make an amount of difference anyways this month with the vet bill, and the vet's only getting paid when what they're getting paid, and because of other issues, I can I can get it done, So to me, I figured, sorry, I'm just checking on a change of ticket, just see what it costs for taking an early train to um, uh, Portland, and so I can, so it's the same price. So all I got to do is, you know, uh, talk to Dinky about that, see if she wants to come out early. Um, because I do truly I love them and I would like to see them, and if I can't, well, I'll make it October 3rd. I mean, it's no big deal. It's just struggling for another month, and I got the calendar to mark down the dates, just get ready to travel. So, to me, it's no big deal. To me, it's, just getting out there and getting it done. And, in October, I got to buy extra tickets anyways to go to Wenatchee to the hormone doctor. It's just been so delayed because of the issues, that we are traveling in, November. And to me, it's, like, not good, not good at all because, of etc. And to me, it's just, got to pay the hotel, which I haven't even checked hotel pricing because it's going to be, you know, uh, October or November 4th to 6th, I think it is. I'll have to call him, but the point is it gets done. So, but yeah, I'm just to the point in my life where I am, um, quite content, right now. And except for Annie, I miss Annie dearly, and I love her so much, and people say, oh well, you should move on, but I also miss Jose because he's a busy guy and he's getting ready for surgery, and um, he's a Southern gentleman, and you know, uh, a Southern gentleman, like him, he means a lot to me too. So, but yeah, I mean, literally, I'm just like, mind boggled nowadays. I mean, literally, I just don't know what's going on anymore, in my mind. And to me, it feels like, like I said, I'm catering to everyone else, but for my own, without my own needs. I mean, I realize that the next 2 days, okay, the next 2 days, because I don't have any more, I'm gonna have to use the last pair of panties that's in this box. Brand new panties, by the way. And then I gotta go buy some more panties because I'm out. I'm literally out. And then on top of that, another problem I have is, and I'm gonna bring this up to you because I really wish I had the money for it, but there is no connection for it. I did some research actually. Say the the what do you call it? The lady at Sears hometown. She didn't know if there's connections or if you just pull out a little tray and drip water or whatever. So I looked into it for my own washer and dryer unit, the combo by LG. They're the makers, and it's between 13 and 1500, but you need to connect it up. So you can take the sink drain and put it into the tub and let it drain into the tub, which is like 20 gallons of water. But because of the drain in the tub, the problem you have with the um, washing machine is you got to hook it up to a hose, which you got to hook it up to some type of water source, and you're draining the tub. So it's not an easy combination. I mean, there was a way to have one of those where you can connect it directly up to a faucet sink or a bathroom faucet sink and have it do your washer and dryer. You're finding it, but you might need to get a ventless dryer, which is again a kind of a pain in the butt. So to me, I am um, but I'm looking at options, but I got to find the right combination that can work for my apartment because, it's getting to the point where it's getting too expensive for laundry and, and, basically, it's getting too expensive for laundry. I mean, literally, that's the other thing. I keep on my hearing, no, don't forget we need to get quarters. It's like, I know this, but, the problem is, another budget restraint because, I got to get food. I got to get dish soap. I got to get all this stuff's from Walmart, right? The dish soap, laundry soap, the bar soap, all that. But quarters are separate. So it takes us between $40 and $60 a month for laundry for two people. And that's if we get our blankets and our towels done. And literally, we got holes in our towels like this, and I got to go towel shopping again. It's like, to me, I feel, how am I supposed to survive? And I've told this to my therapist, I've told other people, but I'm just saying this for my own record on YouTube for you all, that how do I actually survive with the income? I mean, literally, it's impossible. I mean, it is literally impossible. And so to me, I feel that it's literally freaking impossible. I mean, on my income. I mean, literally. I mean, I was just talking to Poppy last night about Social Security, for example, and I said, "How do we get her on Social Security to have an income?" I mean, literally, this finances is killing me. I mean, literally, I'm living on layaway and layaway and layaway and hoping I kept, everything works out with my family. We get the things that I need that I need to get for, my projects and my work and my goal, personal goals, personal goal at work. And they know this too. Dinky's like, well, you do what you have to. The problem is even so, there's items out there that I want that's probably useless even if I have them. To me, it hurts me to no end. I mean, literally. And so I'm not going to even bring it up. I mean, literally, I won't bring up certain things, but it hurts me to no end because, you know, uh, and I know certain items and certain things can hurt others, but my point is, you know, is, I feel, I mean, I'm not venting. I'm not, you don't see me saying, well, Chloe's a bad person. I'm just saying, Chloe is a needy person. And because of it, in my opinion, it's basically physically draining me to the point where I just wish, if we have the internet at home, use the internet, shut up. I don't want to hear this. I mean, Poppy and I were talking about that. You have the internet, use it. Just don't pester me. I mean, literally, to me, I'm feeling, that, uh, uh, there's issues, and Poppy and I talked about what's going on, and, I mean, literally, I feel like I am living on faith alone, literally living on faith alone, and hoping, a miracle happens, literally, because that's all I'm doing, and I'm content while waiting. I mean, literally, I am content while waiting, and in the meantime, I'm playing my games, and video games and other things, and I mean, one of my birthday presents came in yesterday. Check this out, the Secret of Mana collection. Isn't that badass? I mean, look at that. Isn't that cool? The collection of mana. I mean, literally, that's a classic for me. Okay, I'm a classic gamer. I can play that for hours and hours and be content. Thank you to the person that sent it to me. Basically, I'm kind of pissed off, because I mean, literally, I am trying to coordinate to go down to Portland. I'm also pissed off, that my everywhere I hear, oh, money will come in, will come will come on the 30th, right? Well, tonight. Fortunately, I just checked my email and I didn't get any notifications of my payment drops yet. My phone notifications when I call says it's available. The first one's available. The first one's available. The bigger payment. My dad's Survivor. I'm on my dad's and my family's thing for Survivors because I don't bring in enough, and because of it, the Survivors is on the 3rd, whereas my uh my my what do you call it? My payments, my second payment, the smaller payment, you know, is due in between now and the 3rd. Now if both of them come on the 3rd, then they should tell us. But right now when you call, the second one isn't even hitting the uh the following Friday. So to me, I don't know. So around 10 o'clock or about 10 hours from now, I'll keep checking my email, I'll check into it, because if it doesn't come at 10, then I know it's going to be stuck on all of it on the 3rd, which means I get mine on Monday at 10 o'clock at night, which means as soon as my deposit go in, I'm going to get me a can of dip. And that's one thing I really do want, that's the thing, I feel that I need uh, some tobacco, and to get through, and I got to get off island. So on the 3rd, either I go off island or I do it the 4th, or the 5th. But whatever it is, I just want to make sure I have supplies, and go out, you know, whenever. I just, I don't mind going out to Portland, with very little money, but I'd rather have money, because I don't want my family being, I don't feel that. I feel like if I'm out there, I'm a burden, is what I mean. So, and so, and with all that stuff going on, I feel, that it is kind of uh, uh, difficult, and so, and to me, I'm actually feeling that, uh, everyone has their own opinions, but, to me, I feel like, that something is gonna have to change, and it ain't gonna be me. So technically, and I don't think Chloe can change. I mean, literally, I don't think she can. I mean, to me, I think she's just going to be the same crusty person 20 years from now, and be the weirdo cat lady or dog lady with like 50 dogs. That's all her friends, because to me, this is just the point of no return, And to me, I wanted to say I feel really bad for Moppy because I don't know if it was Chloe. I think it was Chloe. She moved his water bowls up, and Moppy was whimpering last night, and I didn't know why. So finally, I turned around and I gave him Alpo, and he's still whimpering. So this morning, he was sleeping next to where his water bowls are. I said, "Did you get water?" And he just whimpered. So I ran and gave him water, and he started lapping it up. So to me, it was wrong that that no one put his water bowls back down on the floor. Chloe swept the floors yesterday and did her cleaning. But she the place needs to be cleaned again. So with me, I told her she's earned one can of dip, possibly two. She wants a brush, so it's one can of dip and a brush. And she's like, my brush is broken. Well, I've had this brush for 20 years. Okay, so this brush, it has a couple little brush heads missing, you could call them that. But you know what? This brush still works after 20 years. And, I just find this Revlon to be really good. I mean, to me, it's just been a durable brush that I have taken with me from Australia and back, and it still is basically in my possession as my brush, Now, my hair is a different story. My hair is turning gray. So to me, my hair is literally gray. And to me, it kind of I thought I would you know share that with you all, So but anyways, yeah, I just figured I would let you know how I feel, because I don't feel like I live in my own home. I feel like I'm just a person that pays all the bills and just a slave, because it's like this morning I felt pressured, and I don't like being pressured. And Jose knows this. I don't like being pressured. He doesn't like to be pressured. And I feel like I was being pressured or pushed, I got out of bed. I had to do my morning dilation. And I kept hearing, hurry up, I smell. Well, you know what? I've learned not to open my mouth and say, well, when you get a cooter or a hoo-ha or a taco, then you're going to realize it's going to smell worse than if you don't take a bath. To me, I'm always basically trying to do this or do that. And to me, I always get my bath time 2 or 3 days later after theirs, after they've had 2 or 3 baths, and everything else. I finally just put my foot down and say, no, I'm first. Well, today I said, well, I'm thinking of taking my bath first. And all of a sudden I hear this me mentality talking about how they smell. Well, when you basically are laying in bed and you can smell your own crotch, and it's reeking and you can't do anything about it, and you think it might have a yeast infection, you're sitting there gritting your teeth going, instead, you finally go into the other room, you're looking over some pictures of Annie on Facebook. You hear, what are you doing? I'm looking up pictures of Annie right now. Oh, well, you need to run your water. And then finally, the water gets done. I run it when the time comes. I get in the tub. And, I'm sitting there, trying to get clean, with the bar soap and, getting everything clean. And, I decide, oh, I'm going to use the shaving cream for, because I remember a while ago, it's like, oh, my old shaving cream. You can use bar soap, and it's like, yeah, it was like 6 months ago. And it's like, I paid for the shaving cream. It's mine, if anyone's grow a beard, as a jokingly aside, it should be them, because I'm not tolerating this. I'm not tolerating being dictated. I mean, literally, to me, it's like I feel it's not my fucking responsibility to feed them. It's not my responsibility to freaking supply them shaving cream or toilet paper or bar soap. It's not my fucking responsibility also to take care of them. Because right now, unless we figure something out for Social Security, like I said, which is a 50-50, I'd give it more like 60-40 chance that gets it first try through this time around with the records. But my point is they turn around and they, there's a lot going on. I mean, literally, there's a lot going on. And to me, I mean, I'm not complaining at all. You don't see me saying bad, Chloe. I know it's mental illness, but to me, I just don't feel like it's I mean, it doesn't make you a bad person for, so now she's doing this on purpose, and we knew it was on purpose. I don't know if it's on purpose. It would be a different story. But to me, I feel that the entire problem is, they need to step back and think of what they're doing to others. I mean, literally, like, for example, the whole thing about me, hurry up, take a bath, I smell. I mean, I don't get a bath that often because, I'm busy, or, I'm so busy that I don't have time. I'm always trying to, cater to others. And right now, I don't want to cater to others. I feel like my food's mine. You leave my mayonnaise out, you better move your fucking ass to get more. And if you don't have money for it, then you better basically realize that you shouldn't be taking more tuna just to make soups or something. I mean, literally, to me, it feels like, it's a never ending battle, and it's like, I said to Jose, in a letter and in private message that, if Jose wants to literally help me, that's fine. But, the thing is, I tried everything to cash that money order. And again, nothing worked. I mean, literally nothing worked. I didn't sign my name to the back because I said I'm in the check system, and they checked it out, said yes. So to me, Jose's a sweetheart, and I love Jose dearly. And to me, it's people sit there and say, "Well, I'm falling through the cracks." Well, the thing is, it's the law. The law is basically saying, "Oh, you gotta put her up. She's on the lease." Yeah, but the problem is her mom wants her to go to a mental hospital, which is fine and dandy if you can get her into one. But the thing is like I said to Poppy, is it's the outpatient part that they really are curious about. Problem is, no one wants her to have outpatient. Her entire family wants her to go inpatient. Thing is if it didn't work 4 or 5 times already, 6 times, it ain't gonna work again. To help her out yet again. And so to me, it's not my responsibility to go take a train down to Portland, tow her along to freaking Seattle. I mean, literally, it's not right. So to me, I need to know what to do and how to go about doing it. Because if that's the case, then basically, and on top of that, like I said, I didn't expect, I expected to get my supplies, at Walmart, but when put half towards my computer and the other half for groceries, and the money order didn't fail, I spent more money on ferry tickets, which wasn't, trying, which was given to me, and it failed. To me, I just felt, that, I've been, like I said, being pushed to cash it. I feel like I was being pushed to cater to everyone else, and right now I'm fighting back. I mean, literally, like I said, Chloe's a misguided person, and to me, Chloe's super needy, is what I said to Poppy, and that's completely true. I mean, literally, Chloe needs to realize that the world doesn't revolve around her. So technically, if for example, if I'm doing a video like this, I don't want my internet tied up while they're doing YouTube music, because that disturbs the bandwidth. And my bandwidth, is, for me. Now, if I'm not doing a video and I'm playing my video game, she can feel free to do what she wants, as long as it isn't illegal, And, to me, as I was saying to a friend of mine, we're both worried about the food, right? I mean, literally, I got like I think I got like 3 or 4 cans of baked beans left, and I don't know if there's any chili left. It might be, last time I checked, there might be 6 cans or 4 cans, but between chili going, and then I have 2 nights of spaghetti. I mean, I can make it last, but the thing is, I don't want to be in this situation again, and I don't want my food being left out, and I don't want my freaking mayonnaise left out. So one of the things I was talking to Poppy about, because I had a suggestion about a mini fridge in here, I was going to talk to Dinky about that. The problem with the mini fridge is everyone turns around and they say, "Oh, your mini fridge, she'll just open up and go, 'Oh, mayonnaise, I need it for egg salad.'" That's what Poppy was saying. And it's like, look, you basically tell her hands off in the mini fridge, she's not going to go in it. I mean, literally, Poppy was saying you have to get a specialty one with a key, but I don't really need a key. My point is I mean, I could buy loads of bread and freeze it in my chest freezer. Chest freezer is fine. Literally, I can do a layaway on a mini fridge on Sears and have free shipping brought in. The question is, do I need a mini fridge? I mean, if I turn around and I say, I buy a jumbo jar of mayonnaise and say, Rita's mayonnaise, leave the fuck alone. She should be leaving it the fuck alone. I mean, literally. I mean, literally, my mayonnaise is for my cold cut sandwiches. It's not for your freaking egg salad. You want mayonnaise, you buy it on your food stamps. I mean, literally, my point is, and the other thing is I go on every day, and I got to do this right now just to show you what's going on. Okay, I go every week, I should say, to the marketplace here on the island, and I was trained actual for paper, like a little paper, a printed paper. But because there's no printed paper, and today is Thursday, I can actually look up this week's ad on the island. Okay, so let's see. For example, country style spare rib sounds good. Arita stuff sounds good. Philadelphia cream cheese sounds awesome. Tillamook sliced cheese, okay, sounds good there. See, dressings, salad dressing sounds good. Then you go down, you look at the other mayonnaise right there on sale. I can buy my mayonnaise right there. It's fine and dandy, you see. And then they got sandwich meats. See, there you go. Sandwich meats. I can get by until the 4th when I go to off the island. The 3rd's for tobacco. Right there. Bush's baked beans, chips, smoked meats. There's 3 pounds of smoked meats and hot links. Chimichangas and burritos. I mean, look. I mean, all these little items here is a good deal. I also like to look at seafood from time to time, you see. And so to limit my purchasing, then they go Labor Day celebration. Okay, we got stuff I don't eat, so I get that weekly. Yeah, cheese. Okay, I'll eat that. Juanita's tortilla chips. Chloe will eat those. And then you go down here, charcoal, and then you get into the fresh fruits and vegetables. There's a vegetable tray. I'll get a couple of those because I just love vegetable trays. But you see. Then you go down here. Oh, Knob Creek's on sale, but it's too much, so I'm not going to go through. There's a Kona Brewing and then a variety pack of the 21st Amendment. So there you go. So you got all these ads. I look over the ads, and I can tell you exactly, what I'm going to be purchasing. Now, for me, I know Chloe likes that Ready Whip whipping cream, but that stuff's just too expensive, and that's the thing. When you're buying stuff, you got to make sure you're buying what is feasible and not stuff that goes really quick and then you don't have enough food for them. The coffee's on sale too. So you see, the island's got some great deals, and usually I cut it out and I screen capture it for Dinky, and I send her and say, what do you think? And she'll say, oh, it's a good deal or whatever. But you guys get the idea, So to me, some of these ads are good. I can always check out the marketplace too, but Walmart's got my deal on my cold cut sandwiches. So to me, I want my cold cut sandwiches. I mean, literally, that's something I really want, and I like my cold cut sandwiches because it's how I am, and I like it. So to me, I really do like it, and so I find it to be, a good idea for what's going on. So to me, um, I just find my foods to be really good. Now, I know, I agree with Jose. I agree with Melissa, sister Melissa. I agree with Dinky. I agree with everyone in my inner circle. I need to take care of myself first, and I'm not taking care of myself. So with me, I've cut my spreadsheets in half, and I've been playing video games. And the video games is also to pass the time until payday, so I can go get dip and to get through. I mean, I got 30 days, and then payday is on October 3rd, which means I get paid on a Wednesday night next in October. So right now we're in August, and the end of the month, and I'm just sitting here, and I know they're, you know, There you go. Let's see if this works. So I'm searching something at Walmart grocery thing so I can actually look for what I'm looking for. I do like um you know what I'm looking for. So let's see, a 22-ounce package. That's what we want, right? We want um just the brand Oscar Mayer. Yes, and I want let's see, let's see, turkey, ham. I don't like bologna. Uh, and chicken. Okay, so here we go. So then I want a 22-ounce package of roast turkey breast. We'll add that to cart. Then I want a 16-ounce mesquite. We'll add that. There's a 14-ounce pack of slow roasted. We'll take some of that. Fresh cracked black pepper. Not interested in that, by the way. We got natural applewood cooked ham. And then rotisserie chicken. I love the rotisserie chicken. I think that's what my cousin gives her dog is the rotisserie chicken. That rotisserie chicken is pretty badass, you know. Okay, so smoked turkey breast, rotisserie chicken. There we go. And then we go down here because I like the stuff, you know, 9-ounce, 16-ounce here for smoked turkey breast. Honey smoked. Yep, okay. And we go down here and it says out of stock. Okay, so I basically put in my more sandwich meat, so I can actually extend my meals for, for the cold cuts, for the month. That includes me adding some more cheese and, etc. But I'll have it picked up on the third or fourth, because it's the third. I can actually order my food on the night of and pick it up on the third at like 11 o'clock, which means it's just, cooler full of sandwich meats and mayonnaise and just, I can always make a plan for um, other meals, but I do like sausage ropes and buffalo wings, but I figured I'd get my wings with my loving family, Portland. So but yeah, I want to make sure I get everything I need, for the month, because frankly, and plenty of bread, I only put in one loaf of bread, so to me. I got to make sure to get, the supplies I need to survive, and so to me, I'm looking at my overall on my food. But if I'm going to Portland, that can change a bit, and I can have my food picked up after paying for it and have it frozen. So when I get back, all my meat's frozen, and etc. And hope like heck, uh my my mayonnaise isn't touched or anything else. It just depends on what Dinky wants. Right now, I know Dinky's hurting, and I feel for her. I mean, I know what it's like to lose someone. I mean, I've lost my uncle Butch. I've lost my uncle Roger. I've lost my mother. I've lost my brother-in-law Johnny. I've lost my two of my close people that was connected to me. I've lost a lot, so I've been in the situation, so I know it hurts, and she needs to mourn. And I agree with it. I wish I was down there to look after her. I mean, yeah, I mean, literally, it's the way it is, And I feel like, in my opinion, that I need to, give it time, So I will message her eventually, and ask, uh, you know, um, how she's doing. I know she's working hard. She's backlogged probably, so yeah. But it was an unexpected trip for her, so I accept that. And me, I just wanted to get down there and be with her because I am feeling you know uh sad. Uh come on. Oh, okay, there we go. Basically, this, and by the way, Jess, if you're watching this, you said you were going to Costa Rica, but you were asking for my address and stuff. I gave it to you, and so, present, then nothing. I don't know what goes on in your mind, but nothing is. Like I said to Jose, Jess, simple things are simple. look at my cousin Dinky, for example. I love Dinky dearly, and Dinky is awesome. And so awesome that, Dinky is the type of person uh well, what do you call it? Simple things make her happy, She doesn't need, little Facebook memes make her happy and chuckle. She doesn't need like, everything under the sun, And so to her, she's her and she's awesome. And with me, like I was trying to explain to you, Jess, again, and I think you heard it from me, is that that it's the smaller things that make me happy. Going down and getting a hat like this made me happy. I've always wear it. I wear it all the time. I've always been talking about getting another one just so I have another one. This one gets too dirty, I'll go buy another one. I know there's a shop that sells them. Thing is I'm a captain, another thing that makes me happy is small things. Dinky didn't need to go out and give me the shirt. I've been wearing it for so long. I need to change it. But thing is, I have to find the right shirt in my closet that makes it that looks good. That's not, a sweat, a t-shirt, that looks good. All my t-shirts are pretty much, dirty. So, you know, so I thought, I would, so, uh, uh, yeah. So basically, I love Dinky dearly, and it's the simple things in life that makes me happy. Like, Dinky saying, "Oh, Rita," giving me her DS and saying, "Go ahead and play it," and I'm playing it. I'm literally playing it every day. I plugged it in last night to charge, but I've been constantly playing it. Or another thing that I love Dinky about is she talks about how she's got a spare PS3 that they don't have any use for. And she's like, well, you can have. Small things like this that makes my happiness, literally. And small things like Dinky saying, let's go shopping and we can get you some new towels when you're down here because you got towels like this with holes in them. And I got these big fluffy towels. And the other day I was opening a box and I found several of Aaron's towels. I might have to switch over and wash Aaron's towels and use his towels, which means just not sharing because we got nothing but towels that need to be freaking washed. Some of them can hold up a little longer, but the other ones are so holy that they're going to need to be turned into rags. And so it's like I said to Jose, Jess, um, he's a sweet saint, and the point is it's small things in the world that would make me happy. For example, you sat there and said, "Oh, well, this is a Bass Pro Cabela's thing," for example. So, as you know, what if I said to you, "Oh, having a longbow hanging up on my wall, that would be basically cool." I was looking at this one the other day that looked really cool. The price is high, but if I saved up for it, I could probably get it with the help of Dinky. But Dinky would say, out of love, what are you going to do with a bow? I'm going to go hunting with Corey, once I get my hunter's license. I know, laugh all you want. I knew that was coming. But honestly, it's small things like this that would make me happy, just to have, longbows. There we go. There's a longbow right there. But those are children's longbows. I'm actually talking about an actual longbow. You see what I'm saying? Or a new fly rod. I was looking at crossbows the other day. Again, Dinky and I have a good working relationship. We're family, and I love Dinky with all my heart. And Dinky's you know she's a sweetheart. So she's like, what are you gonna do with a crossbow? Well, I never thought about it. Go hunting, but the thing is, I may have some stupid ideas, but I do love my family who keeps me putting me in place at times too, because otherwise I'd probably go out and buy one. But the thing is, like this, there's this one here that looks really good, and I was looking at some of these, that look really cool, and uh, for me, I'm just like awesome, and so it's just you got to go to the website and you got to look up what they have available because they don't have everything on the website. So to me, I'd be looking at like a basic crossbow, but again, it's little small things like this that would say go ahead or don't go ahead. I mean, I know Jose is probably laughing or chuckling about little things, but it's little things like that that make me smile, Or, for example, Dinky knows I need more underwear. Well, if someone sent me like 2 packages of underwear, I'd be happy with my size. Or 4 packages of 20 pairs of socks. I'd have socks coming out my ears for a while, but at least I won't have to worry about socks and underwear, which is my main primary thing. Because the other thing, as Jeff says, is you need more t-shirts and camisoles. Yes. Again, the problem with getting new clothes is getting off island to do it. The island here is expensive. 2 is everything I look for is pretty expensive, and 3 is getting a camisoles or clothes. I'd rather go shopping with Dinky because she knows where to go to get the best deals on clothes. Goodwill for one, where we don't have any, and I love Dinky dearly because she's just awesome. And Goodwill might have deals on towels too. I mean, I don't have to pay a fortune to get what I need to go home to live in my home here without problems. I mean, without these items, the video games, I'm using what I have now. But the thing is my point is there's items that needs to be done that can't be done, and that's because people say, like, other people are, oh, what's your responsibility? Oh, great. The pants tore yet again. This time it pant tore over in the pocket. Hold on a sec. I gotta get the other pair of pants. Give me a second. Damn it. So basically, what's happened is like I said, I got to change the pants now that my sweats. You guys don't get to see it. Well, you can see my legs, but that's about it. But yeah, I mean, if you look at it here, right, I got a hole here, right here, that just rode up, and yeah, the pant it caught. Figures. So I'm wearing these pants that Dinky got. It was $5 for me, and I love them. And they do need to be washed, literally, because I don't have many pants right now that fit me. So another purchase is pretty special. If someone wanted to help, would be pants. I mean, literally, pants would be something that would be beneficial to me. So small things like pants, a new watch. I was looking at Timex the other day. They had this nice little glow one for like 50, and it's small things like that. It's not the trinkets or it's small things that people think of, like underwear and socks and pants and t-shirts. It's stuff that I should be buying, but taking care of someone else, as it's just been so much where I've had to put everything on hold. And people say, look, you need to look after yourself. You have to finally put your foot down and say no. I mean, literally, I don't like saying that, but it's not. I mean, as you can see, I'm not blaming Chloe. I'm not blaming Chloe. I'm blaming a lot of people. One is, honestly, I'm not blaming. Chloe likes to blame Dinky and other people. Dinky had nothing to do with Chloe's mental illness. And 2 is Chloe basically wants to say, again, that I'm being screwed over, and that the only person I should truly trust is Chloe. And it's like, look, I mean, literally, me and Dinky and Corey, we have a strong bond. They know when I get down there, it's wings and beer and whiskey and getting my hair done and hanging out with the girls. And and doing what needs to be done, but at the same time getting my glasses and hanging out with them and et cetera, et cetera. I mean, literally, it's the type of people that I care for deeply. Literally that when the time comes, like I said, everything's good. I mean, look, I have family members saying, it's awesome what's going on. I got other dipshits that sit there and say, oh, well, and this is coming from Chloe's family saying, you can't trust them. They're doing this. No, you know what? You know what I'm angry about? I'll tell you fucking what I'm angry about. I'm tired of people turning around, right? And basically telling me I can't trust my own blood family because my blood family's done this or that to me. My blood family is basically literally, they are family. They're basically following my orders, okay? I mean, this is a fleet admiral. The fleet, laugh all you want, people. You gotta laugh now. Putting on my cap and look what happens. There was a stamp in there, which I've saved the stamp because I don't know if I want to give it to Jose or to Dinky. But the picture is of our beloved river up here, the Skagit River. Right here. That's why I got the Skagit. I got 2 stamps. I was saving the thing. I'm going to get some more stamps. But the point is basically my family needs to realize, that I trust them fully. And they're following my orders. Okay. So when family turns around, in Chloe's personal circle and says, "Oh, Rita, you can't trust this, and this." You know what? They're following my orders. I don't see you coughing up any money for anything. I don't see you fucking coughing up for the electric bill. I don't see you coughing up for Chloe going to the vet and 175. I don't see you coughing up for Chloe's ferry ticket. I don't see you coughing up for Chloe's excess groceries. I don't see you coughing up for Chloe's dip. I don't see you coughing up for Chloe's shaving cream, razor blades, or brush, or shoes. I don't see you coughing up anything, and I'm talking about her family. Chloe is told, "Oh, well, we get Rita to get you to a train station, and we'll take care of it." Really? But then you'll get her a ticket, but you won't get her a ticket to have her stuff with her. Her stuff stays here. You get her detransition to a man. I mean, literally, this is what Chloe's saying. So she said, "Fuck it." But Chloe also knows that I'm basically putting my foot down and clamping down on the purse strings by saying, "quote unquote," that it's not my job. Okay, literally, it is not my job. Now, the reason I say it's not my job is simple. Chloe's earned a brush and a can of dip. Okay, that's it. If she gets off her ass and does more, she earns more. Plain and simple, the free train ride's left. She doesn't get a free ride. She's basically going to be getting a paid ride. She gets to earn it. She doesn't earn it? Oh, well. Here's the thing. Thing is like I said, I don't see your mom coughing up any money for the shoes. I have to dig up something temporarily to get her shoes that she's earned. I don't see you coughing up funds for razor blades or shaving cream. All I hear is you need to go and get her to Seattle or to Portland. Look, the DCR in Portland said that they can't take someone who's a citizen of Washington on Washington Medicaid. Washington Medicaid's turning around and saying, look, we shouldn't be giving someone Washington Medicaid when their driver's license is Arizona. I mean, it's a basically conflict. You got, Oregon fighting, Washington fighting in the end. I mean, literally, it'd be better off sending her to Arizona and letting her grandma involuntary commit her. I mean, Oregon's not going to do it, and the taxpayers aren't going to do it. So technically, there you go. Now, the other problem is my family in Oregon shouldn't be taking care of her bill. That's the thing. Washington Medicaid is basically backlogged because there's too many people, drug addicts on Medicaid, and they're plugging up the hospitals in the state. Then you got to be basically wondering what's going on. My opinion is this. Leave it go. Literally, leave it go. I'm tired of people turning around and pointing fingers. Pretty much pointing fingers. Literally, just pointing fingers. I mean, you got to give it up, okay? Now, like I said, I'm not happy about the food situation, but the thing is we need to make sure that she preps properly. I mean, literally. I mean, some foods aren't healthy for you. Literally. I mean, you don't want to pay 2 for 10 for ice cream. The ice cream is tasty and yummy, but you're $10 off out of your food stamps. Even if you get 2 things of ice cream for the month and you live on ramen, you got to look at your food intake too. I mean, if you're eating 4 ramens a day, okay, like she does, let's just say an estimated 6 ramens a day, okay, 6 ramens a day, okay, 6 ramens a day times 7 times 4. So she would need to spend, okay, so 168 ramens, okay. So let's do it this way. 99 cents times 168. She'd be almost out of her food stamps just on ramen supplies alone, you see. So if she ate 6 ramens a day and of her ramens, she'd be out of ramen, So they sell them like 9 or 10 to a pack. So that's $10 a box, So, if you look at the math from that point of view. So to me, you got to look at that. Now with me, I've always had the emergency pantry supplied for emergencies. Baked beans, green beans, corn. You can eat that straight from the can, or you can eat it heated up, and you're still doing better than if you're not eating it. But again, you got to do the whole thing about the the math, and the math is it's expensive. So to me, I'm trying to juggle bills, more bills, getting to Portland, buying groceries, and I literally, it's not Chloe's fault. Chloe, I personally think that the drugs and alcohol that Chloe drank fried up her brain so much she has no common sense anymore. And I know it's a word she doesn't like, but I'm saying it from a point of view that's made her mentally disabled severely because. If she wants to get a job, let her get a job. And she's like, when you get the phone comes in, I'm going to use it to get applications in. I mean, that's fine and dandy, dandy and fine. I don't mind. I mean, literally, my point is, my finances is so hard that, like I said, certain things, like, for example, her mom's like, oh, you're so poor, or she runs out of food, or grandma, or this, or that, or some other person's like, look, I'm not a fucking bank, okay? If Chloe does, I mean, look, here's the deal. Let me just tell you what happened, okay? This is my video, and I can make it as long as possible. But Chloe turns around, right? She had cash assistance for almost 2 years. She lost her cash assistance, which I talked to her caseworker, who said, oh, you have release, Rita. Where's the paper? I said, she moved. Where'd she move to? I said, oh. So it took 3 weeks for them to transfer and her cash assistance. The lady said, I'll continue cash if you go through here, here, here. Chloe said, fuck you. You guys are useless bastards. She said, we need a primary care. We need this. Since almost a year after going, her first time going to the hospital was last year. After that, she still has no primary care. We had one set up, but they're like, Chloe's like, fuck you. I'm not going to give you my fucking medical records. Other places said, give us your medical records and we'll make the decision if we want to take a transgender person. Chloe's like, fuck you. So we're back at square one. Can't get a primary care physician. The only option we can do is submit all the Social Security papers and hope like heck they just give her the approval because, we live on an island, okay? Now, I know Dinky's like, it's uncivilized out here. Actually, it's civilized. The problem is it's a little more money. And I just realize that every time you place an order, the sales tax, whatever you're shipping in, apparently the state has their own sales tax, and then the county charges their own fee for bringing it in. It's like the county wants these citizens that live here to pay us a premium. So with me, I've decided, when the time comes, I'm getting a fucking post office box because I'm moving down to Oregon anyways. I might as well just maintain one and have a Dinky use it for her own business if she wants. And, when I get down there, I can pick up whatever packages I have or whatever, and I don't have to fucking worry because I'm moving down there anyways. Then I don't have to worry about these fucking dumbasses charging me $1 or $2 per order to have stuff shipped to this island because it's bullshit. There shouldn't be no freaking municipal tax on something you order. I mean, literally the municipal taxes, literally a bunch of BS, and I literally think it's bullshit. The islands are taxing the shit out of you for a municipal tax. Literally. It's a surcharge. What? To fly in, drop off a package that you paid shipping for because it's an additional $1? Come on. Literally, it's bullshit. That's why I was telling Dinky, that anything that's shipped as a gift, there is no taxes on. And besides that, some of the stuff that, I don't know. All I know is, like it said, is we live on an island. It's too high price, So I'm planning to go off island to get my groceries and stuff. So to do that, I got things planned. Unfortunately for me, which I love all of you, by the way. Fortunately for me, I got everything planned. I just got to add a couple of things to my budget, and talk to Dinky. But the thing is I can't keep supplying Chloe's coffee. She's gonna have to buy her own. But that's a different story. Point is I can't support Chloe. Literally, certain items I can if she earns it. She doesn't earn it. That my point is nothing is free, and I'm not venting saying she's a bad person. People say, "Oh, you need to be compassionate towards the mentally ill." Really? Let me put it to you this way, okay? I'm gonna say something that really disturbs me, literally, okay? I have a family member who's gonna be nameless, who tried like hell. Thank God, God bless her. Get me away from Chloe because. Everyone knows that Chloe is combative, abusive, verbal abusive, etc. Literally. Literally the other day, she's screaming and yelling at cars and talking about suicide on the city streets as she's going to the library out of anger because I have internet. Come on. That's the stupidest thing ever. Literally, I was told you either get her help or just say that's nice and keep continuing. And if she really does it, then you're liable for not reporting it. But someone like borderline, they don't usually do it. Now, her mom says it's autism. It's not autism. They didn't find anything in autism in her Social Security exhibit file. It was all other disabilities that couldn't be diagnosed because she didn't have the proper diagnosis or hospitalizations. Fortunately, she's got so many hospitalizations now that, if I went to Portland, I could probably take her and drop her off at the hospital anyways. The problem is me having the problem is me having the time to talk to the social workers. That's the real problem, getting her the help that she needs. Now, outpatient works possibly. Problem is no one's giving us answers. I hear mixed results about outpatient, so I hear her mom saying inpatient, but like I said to other people, and other people here from, have said again, that, I don't see her mom offering a ticket center to Seattle on her own dime or grandparents or anything. They say, "Oh, well, we'll get you back home, but you have to forfeit everything there that you own and come home and get the mental help, get off hormones and be a man. The hormones are causing you trouble." Fortunately, that's between Chloe and their mom. My problem is that her mom's basically sitting there, right? Not even offering a ticket out. That's the real beef. It's not even offering a ticket out, And then people sit there and say, well, it's not your job to give a ticket. Your job, I've spent probably a good 40 or 50 tickets trying to get Chloe help. She never took the train tickets. She literally, a few times the trains got canceled for some damn reason. She'd end up at home. Well, I just got home and to me, I'm like, literally, it's basically a waste of money, okay? Chloe says, "Oh, I'm a waste of space." Well, it's the way you put it, then, that's how you feel. Me, I just keep quiet because I just don't want to hear it. And that's the thing. I want to live in peace where I don't have to listen to some little Bo peeping about the president or impeachment. I mean, yeah, I hear it all the time. I mean, just go use the internet. Shut up. My point is, I don't want to hear it. Now, if I say something out of funniness, I mean, look, I asked Chloe the other day to help me find my memory or my PS1 controller. Again, the back room needs to be cleaned, and I mean clean. I mean, there's clothes everywhere. I can't even maneuver around there, and it's like, clean this freaking room. Again, she gets combative. So, it's I know it could be her depression or her mental illness, but to me, the manager could just evict for her room being basically fucking destroyed, basically a pile of garbage in there. I mean, it's a garbage heap. I mean, you could make it look like a garbage heap. Clothes are everywhere. I mean, I told her there's hangers, you hang up clothes, right? Again, she just doesn't. I mean, literally, the way I see it, and this is her mental illness. I'm not nagging or basically bitching or saying Chloe's a bad person. I'm saying that Chloe needs some extra help that I can't provide. Literally, I can't. I'm admitting it, okay? I'm admitting it. I can't provide for her because I'm on a fixed income. And two is, I can barely maintain a house when it's clean, which is pretty badass clean when I get through with it. But with Chloe around, it just drives me nuts that it's I mean, like last night, closing her laptop. What do you want? Internet, and it's like, you don't have to hide what's going on. I mean, literally, I don't hide when I do my videos. I just basically do my video and talk, Whereas she just clamped it down like, you're not going to see what I'm doing, you motherfucker. And that is where I basically get angry, I mean, she knows when I'm on my giant TV and I'm talking to Dinky, always just looks up, oh, it's fucking Tara. Oh, it's Tara M. Oh, it's that wannabe woman, Belle. I mean, literally, so I have to usually do everything in my office because my office, I got to tidy up a bit, like the floor and stuff. But, the point is, I just want no arguments. It's like every time I turn around, she's arguing and stirring the shitstorm, going, oh, yeah, and she won't fucking shut up and she won't fucking shut her voice down. And then the manager says, we're going to evict you if you keep this up. Chloe's fucking saying, that fucking wannabe Marine, I'm going to go after that wannabe Marine. No, you don't want to because that's what you got fucking in trouble in the first place. Literally, Semper Fi. Leave it alone. Semper Fi, brother. Semper Fi. Hold on. I just want to say this. Semper Fi. Once a Marine, always a Marine. Semper Fi. That means literally just don't fucking do it. Don't fucking talk about it. Just fucking shut your chili hole. I mean, literally, I don't make threats, and I get the brunt of a lot of crap, okay? Literally, I get the brunt of a lot of crap. I mean, literally. And I mean, honestly, I love my family with a passion. And, my point is I'm trying to coordinate with them, but at the same time, I need to find out, what's going to, So I just wanted to share, so, and I just wanted to share that with you, that I don't blame Chloe at all. But Chloe, she needs to realize that, I love Chloe dearly. And, the thing is things need to change. And, I don't blame her literally at all. It's her mental illness. But she needs to realize that I might not be around forever. And frankly, it's pushing me to the point where all I want is a clean apartment, happiness, and not hearing about some orange tin pot dictator running the country. I mean, literally just leave it alone, I mean, the way you don't see me making threats against the commander in chief. I'm just saying he's a orange tin pot dictator that just needs to be left alone. I mean, he'll either get a second term, which is highly unlikely, or he will be basically freaking booted out of office either impeachment or voted out. I mean, that's how I see it. I don't see any other terms to be used. And yet, to me, I feel that our, you know, uh, I mean, literally, to me, I just want to be left alone. And I'm not getting left alone. I mean, literally, I am up in airs and arms over things. I mean, literally, like I said, I mean, yeah, I feel bad, at times for certain things. Like, I feel bad that I told Jose to go ahead and send if he wanted, for example, or not, because, I said basically, that money is pretty much not my money. It's like all my money is for someone else. And to me, I feel, that, and that's not just for one person, but it's for many people. And to me, it's just literally sad. I mean, literally, Chloe knows this. Chloe literally agrees that it's not her fault. It's, the way the cards have been dealt. I mean, if you look at the cards, the deck's been stacked, not in my favor or her favor. She's getting crapped on. She's got family that keep pushing her for a mental hospital. And yeah, Chloe agrees, 100% that, you know, that that she's being shit on. I mean, literally to the point of, Chloe agrees that her mother, you know, should help out on stuff. I mean, for example, the electric bill. You're behind, it's not my job to keep paying for Chloe. I mean, literally, it's like, oh, Chloe, this is yeah. Or the grocery bill. I mean, literally, if Chloe's basically starving, which she's literally gobbling up everything she can, tuna, green beans, corn, making a soup. When that tuna's gone, we got to get more. And Chloe knows I like tuna sandwiches, but I could care less about tuna. The tuna's there for an emergency for me. Now with no mayonnaise, that leaves all the tuna for her. But when it comes to the mayonnaise, I'm not going to give the next batch of mayonnaise up because it's my mayonnaise and I'm using it for cold cut sandwiches. Okay, so to me, Chloe has a problem forgetting. Yeah, someone told me that Moppy was abused by not drinking water today or all the way to this morning because I found out the bowls were up there. Thing is, when you do something, you need to basically remember to put it back where it belongs. For example, the water bowls. I didn't notice it because I've been basically dealing with the technicians for half a day yesterday, installing the internet, fixing it, installing it, fixing it, installing it, fixing it. But now that it's done, people turn around and say, well, what are you going to do about it? How are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? And I mean, to me, I think out of love, I think out of love that I was looking at my screensaver, came on for a second for funny. Out of love, I feel, that people need to realize that, and I'm gonna say this, out of love, that unless you're part of the solution, you're part of the problem. And I know Dinky's not the problem; she is actually a solution. Same goes with others. But when someone turns around and tells me it's my job to help pay, and I want to basically bring this up clearly for this video, okay? They turn around and they tell me out of love, these people like mental hospital places, I'm going to just throw out names, okay? Because, it's how I can do it. Places like Grand Integrated Services, Chloe fired. Catholic Charities, Samaritan Hospital, Peace Island Hospital, uh, Compass Health, CMAR, all these fucking mental places, Cascade, Fairfax, Smoky Point. I mean, literally, they turn around and they say that Chloe needs my support. Yet, they say, and I quote, that it's my job, quote unquote, to basically pay for Chloe's living situation. I'm sorry, but the point is how can I pay for Chloe's living situation when Chloe's not even Chloe's not even supporting herself, So literally, I mean, So basically, I wanted to share that with you all, that, it's, I mean, literally, Chloe's not at fault, okay? I'll tell you who's at fault, literally. The ones that it's at fault of this whole freaking situation, is the people that the mental health, and they want to milk me so they can milk Chloe so that I can go insane. Then they can't come touch me because I have Medicare. So technically, they just sweep me under the rug and let me lose it or die. While they're basically trying to milk the cash cow for Chloe. I mean, it's basically a cash cow. I mean, look at Chloe's family. They say get her to Mount Vernon and they'll send her somewhere. But Chloe doesn't want to go to get to the airport because Chloe wants all the property. If their mom can't pay the baggage, well, oh well. Chloe doesn't want it to listen. Problem is I agree. I'm not going to give up my property either, okay, until I'm dead. Problem with Chloe is her family turns around and they want me, and Chloe agrees that it's bullshit, to pay for Chloe's travel, okay? Oh, Rita should be able to. I mean, look, I've had people turn around, okay? Let me give you an example. I was told the other day that I had to literally go ahead and give up my computer, the one that me and Dinky set up for me, just demand the money back and go and buy a plane ticket to get Chloe out of here. Unfortunately, like Dinky said, out of love, because I love Dinky and Corey, it won't do any fucking good. She won't get on the plane without her baggage. So even if I paid all the baggage and stuff, she might just renege anyways because she's on the lease. Okay, there's nothing that can happen. Now the manager wants to get rid of her and the research. He can do that. He doesn't have to research Chloe. He can only research me. Plain and simple. He doesn't have to research Chloe. Chloe can be out the door anyways. Point is, we don't know what the fuck's going on. Management hasn't talked to me, and I haven't talked to management. You see, so it's basically a conundrum. Now, I'm just writing this out. Unfortunately, like I said, no one around wants to freaking help, okay? They think it's my job to support Chloe. Give her food, give her electricity, give her a roof over her head, give her internet, give her cell phone. Now, let me put it to you this way, okay? She's got food stamps. She can take care of herself. She's got fucking Medicaid. Let her use it. And I'm only saying this out of tough love, okay? I'm not being an asshole here. So if anyone wants me to be an asshole, well, it's fine, okay? So here it goes. She has food stamps. She's got Medicaid. I'm already paying the fucking rent until either she gets off her ass and earns her keep here, or I will throw her ass out, which, or the wait and see the management basically research her. Now here's the other problem. The other problem is that when it comes to food, I shouldn't be sharing my food. And over the years, I've thought, Chloe on disability won't be that. But thing is, I realized, Aaron and I, we never ate a lot of chips, okay? With me and Chloe, I've ate so much chips. Poppy is telling me that's probably one reason why my arteries are getting a little clogged is because of the chips. I mean, without Aaron around, I never ate a lot of bacon. I never ate a lot of sausage links. We did very little of these things, and yet he died of a bad diet of ramen and spaghetti, okay? I try avoiding spaghetti until it's the last resort. And ramen, well, I'm not liking the flavors anymore. So something's changed in the flavor complexity, okay? So to me, cold sandwiches are my next experiment. Same with frozen pizzas and Salisbury steaks. Now, the problem is I want to share with you that the family of hers, they want me to go and pay for a ticket because they're too fucking cheap. They're tight-wadded, or they have so many things, right? I've had to basically dig my boots in and take care of things that, that there's certain things like Tara, for example, would say, well, look, you guys thought Moppy was dying, but now Moppy's happy-go-lucky, so you got an invoice for $175. I've talked to the vet. They'll get what they get. They understand this. The thing is Moppy's back to his normal self. I assume he was feeling the day that it was the death of Eric. Literally, it was the death day of Aaron. Moppy was down. I mean, literally. I mean, to me, I love Moppy very much. I'm not going to deny Moppy, but there's things out there that people need to realize that I can't just fork out 70, 100, $150 for baggage, including a plane ticket. I've done so much, and yet I'm not getting anything in return. Anyways, to me, it's hurting me to the point where I'm basically trying to do like Jose said, um, or Dinky says, or Mama. Uh, Danielle, or some of the other ones. Poppy, just live your life fullest and don't worry about this bull crap going on in your life. And that's how I'm trying to do it. Literally, I'm trying to do it to a point of no opinion, So I figured I would share that with you all because um um it's it's heartening. It's heartening and it hurts that people are telling me, this. And yet, Chloe realizes, as she said, her mom's a tightwad. Her mom wants to use people, and her mom's idea is a mental hospital. I mean, look, we don't know what's going to happen in the future, okay? Literally, we don't know. But, I got to sit down. I got to redo the budget again today a bit. I got to sit down, play my game. I got to work on some stuff. I mean, in 9 hours, we'll know if there is a deposit or not coming in. Literally, more likely there isn't because 9 hours till payday, and we still haven't had an email from my direct express card stating that there's a a the other deposit going in, which apparently I'm getting SSI and I'm getting Social Security survivors. So, I needed to find out why the thing hasn't gone in, and I always check my spam folder and, with no spam folder or my all mail folder because sometimes things go in and I can't see it, like my case manager who it's just a big issue. But like I said, um, that uh, Chloe's not at fault for I blame her mom for not raising her right, but I also blame the drugs and alcohol that's fried her mind. I mean, literally, I love her dearly, and to me, I think she needs to what do you call it? Wake up and realize that everything is happening for a reason, and that people need to realize that I'm bringing in X amount of money and I can't support myself, let alone her, and it's hurting me. So she was thinking of being a prostitute. Well, go for it, be a prostitute. Get a job, do what you need to survive. I mean, I can't do it, and to get on disability, well, there's a 60% chance she'll get on it, but it might be basically they'll send us out a thing saying she doesn't have a primary care physician or a therapist, or she's not following through treatment. They'll deny her, which means now we got a piece of information that will say, oh, well, she can get on disability, but she's got to get a primary care physician. She's got to have a therapist, a nurse practitioner, all this. But it might just say, look, she's been hospitalized so long for 3 years, she's fallen apart, But, in her records, she's lied a bit too. She's never said that she's drinking alcohol or did meth. So, with all that stuff stacked up, again, you got to basically be honest in your reports. Social Security's going to give it. They're going to be like, oh, meth destroyed your mind. Okay. Because, the drugs are the type of things that keeps you from not having your own money. You are maintained by someone else. So, it could have been the drugs fried her brain out. She doesn't know what common sense is. I mean, we don't know. But my opinion is you can't blame, the brain from frying up from alcohol and drugs. Now, you can blame yourself if you murder someone on drugs or alcohol. That I won't tolerate. But, or it hurts a dog or a cat or an animal or a person while being on drug or alcohol, then that's untolerated. You can't blame the drugs for your addiction, you know. So, in my opinion, that's where it goes too far. So, basically, I just wanted to share that with you all that with me, I just feel, that my life isn't really mine, and I would like to have my life back. And literally, where I can actually do things on my own terms without having other people tell me to move it or get moving or do this or that. I mean, literally, I'm on my own time frame. I mean, literally, as Dinky knows. And by the way, my handicap placard went missing. I mean, I've asked Chloe for my cigar cutter, my handicap placard, find my laptop, someone missing, and something else. And I'm still looking for the handicap placard. I can't even find out where it went. Maybe it's in a box, maybe it's somewhere else. I don't know. I mean, literally, I would like to find it myself. Otherwise, I got to go down and basically say to the DMV, which is in the courthouse, go in there, which shouldn't take too long. If I have the paper, which it seems I don't, my insurance card, and yep, I guess I don't have it anymore. So that got stolen too, I guess. No, my notification that tells me I have a handicap sticker. I mean, literally, I got my library card. This one's no good. I'm not in the county anymore. So then you got my insurance card, my breast implant card, my driver's license. This is no good either. I think you can reload it, but I'm not certain. It's a gift I got from someone, a gift card. Christmas. I've just been toting crap around. My Safeway card, my PayPal card, my main card, and my other thing. And then here is that. So yeah, I mean, literally my so my social security card and then my business cards. Yeah, I mean, literally, I'm missing it. Some reason it's gone, and I usually keep it in my pocket here. So unless it's in my purse, it is completely and thoroughly gone bye bye. I mean, literally, I don't have it. So I don't even have my little note there that tells me where what my handicap placard card is. It's gone. So again, that's missing now. So I'll have to sit down and look through my purse. So but anyways, everything will go ahead according to plan. I'm hoping we get some answers tonight at 10. If not, well, I guess I could do another video tomorrow for you all, which will be smaller and shorter. But like I was saying to Jess, before I got sidetracked, it's little things like comforters and stuff that I need at home that would make my day more than just saying, $2,000 worth of goodies. No, small things that I like. Literally, a computer. Well, that's already in the works. A Chromebook. That's all in the works too. So all these things are in the works. We're gonna get it done in a timely fashion. So with that said, everyone, I'm going to go check the mail. So please add, subscribe, please post comments, please leave feedback, suggestions. Hit that like and subscribe button. It's wholesome fun eating for your family, including your bunnies and your service dogs. Hit that bell notification. It's wholesome fun eating for the family. Thanks for watching, everyone. Captain's log out, NCC 1701A. This transmission ends now. It's still going. Come on, in the stream.